everybody. Super excited, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to say thank you for taking out time to be with us tonight, and thank you, everyone, for having me. Thank you, every one of us. I'm super excited, and each time I come here to share my experience, I'm usually very, very nervous, as though I'm doing it the very first time. But trust me, I've been around for 3 years. And my name is Pamela Kinga. I originally from Africa, Cameroon to be precise, but I live in Canada. I immigrated to Canada with my family in 2016, so I've been in Canada for a while. And to be honest with you, I really just want to wrap up what this business has done for me in the next 2 minutes. But I believe that I'm going to inspire somebody today, because I have just so much to share with you that you will be thrilled if you want to listen. But like I said, I immigrated to Canada for greener pastures, like most immigrants like myself, in 2016. And when I moved to Canada, folks, with my husband, we actually wanted better lives. We were professionals when we came. My husband was a professor. I had a master's degree in law, which means I've gone to school for a very long time. And I was working in my home country before we moved to Canada. But guess what? When we moved to Canada, things were really not what we had expected. We were thinking of a beautiful life that would just happen when we got to Canada, but that's not what we got. We finally found ourselves in Canada. We had to, you know, change our degrees. We cannot find jobs in our backgrounds, in our professions, and we were really, really frustrated. I was caught aback. And like most of us, we did not find the things that we were hoping or dreaming to find when we immigrated. Most immigrants like myself. You know what? Before I knew it, I was working multiple jobs. My husband was working multiple jobs. We had little children. We wanted the best for our children. We didn't have time to spend with kids. We didn't have time to spend as a couple. Our relationship was dying. My children were not having the most of us. It was killing me slowly. Got to a point, I told my husband, you know what? I don't think it's the best decision we made to immigrate. So we felt like we want to go back to Africa. But guess what? As God will have it, we are Christians. So we prayed. We kept praying and we kept praying. And God provided me this business. I saw an ad just like the one you saw that brought you here. 3 years ago, folks, I was sitting where you're sitting right now. And I took action. I got out of my comfort zone. I took that leap of faith. And today, like Ruwan mentioned, I'm talking to you right now from Africa, in my home country, where I have been on holiday since February of this year, 2022. I don't know if you got that. That's almost 7 to 8 months of holiday and still counting, because we are not planning to come back anytime soon unless we feel like it. Was this possible with my corporate job? Hell no, it wasn't. Prior to seeing this business, I was working as a chartered insurance professional, because I had to go back to school in Canada, and I secured a job in the corporate world. I worked in the corporate world for a couple of months, but a couple of years, sorry, how many years I worked in the corporate world, I could only secure 3 weeks of holiday in a year. But now with this business, running the business for under 3 years, I'm able to be in my home country for 8 months plus counting, and still counting, and thanks to this business. Now, one of the things that I've achieved so much in this business that you wouldn't even believe if I say that to you, and I do not blame you, because guess what? When I joined this community 3 years ago, I thought that everything was too good to be true. But you know what? Like every other person says, if I found somebody that was making this happen, I told myself, if they can, so I can as well. So I was so motivated. I just needed to make my dreams come true as badly as I wanted. I wanted to be there in the lives of my kids. I wanted to get my husband out of 4 jobs to even have some time to spend with us. It was crazy. But finally, I made this happen, thanks to God. When I joined this community 3 years ago, guys, the mentorship and the coaching was overwhelming. It's something that you cannot find anywhere. Like, I had a coach and a mentor assigned to me who could actually literally hold my hand and walk me through that baby steps and get me rooted in my business. That was priceless to me. And in less than a week, I was up and running. I had my system set up. I was up and running and my business was rolling. And you know what? Am I saying that it was a get rich quick scheme? No. Like any other brick and mortar, any other business, even in the offline world, you need to put in the work. You need to be committed. You need to show up for your business. I was so committed. I knew that I needed something for my life and I worked for it. I found a system that was working. I got plugged in right away. I did all what was required of me and I hit the result. And I'm going to shock you with numbers just before I leave you. When I started my business in less than, in about 20, like, what was it? Like, I think it was like 15 months. Guess what? I quit my corporate job. I have been boss free now for the last 2 years living in Canada. And that's the reason why I am in Africa right now for the last 8 months, because I work for myself. I am my own CEO. Do you need a change in your life? Are you looking for something that you can maybe supplement your income, replace your income, be there in the lives of your family, be there in the lives of your children? Trust me, folks, I was sitting where you're sitting 3 years ago. You are sitting there now. It could be you tomorrow. You just need to hit that button. You just need to hit that button and get started and change your life for good. In this business, I am one of the 6-figure income earners in a month, folks. I earn over $100,000 in a month. It's possible. I'm not crazy. What I'm saying is real. Hit that button. Change your life for good. Be there for your family. Do not let paychecks dictate who you are, because I believe, and you know, sitting right there watching at me, that you're worth more than what that paycheck dictates you are. Let's do this. Come on and let's mentor you. We will teach you. We will show you the same steps that we have used to change our lives for the better. Thank you so much, Ruan. You know what? I can talk forever, but I really want to give others the opportunity to talk. This is a game changer. Let's do this.
Thank you so much. That was incredible. And congratulations on running away from the cold and